friends, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can tell by my bare face and the title of the video, we are going to be testing some concealers today, and I am so excited because I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this particular concealer for weeks, pretty much since the launch date. Colourpop, looking at you. The new Colourpop concealer. I bought a shade and it finally arrived. I actually got a courtesy email from them saying, hey, we're sorry, we know we got backed up, we got delayed with all the popular demand for this, but it's on its way, we promise. And about, I don't know, 4 to 5 days later, it finally arrived! So first and foremost, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of 2 new Colourpop products that are brand new lines. They're putting out new stuff all the time, so you may be like, so what? They're doing stuff all the time. But I'm going to be comparing 2 of these products in here. One is a concealer and one is a bronzer, and I'm so excited to compare them to some of my tried and true products. So let's just dive in. Before we get too far into this video and unboxing and first impressions, I want to thank you if you are new to my channel. Say hello to you. I'm Nicole. I do all kinds of beauty and lifestyle videos, so I hope you stick around and hit that subscribe button down below. Now, let's get into it. Did I get 3 things and I don't remember it? What's happening in this box? What's happening? Colourpop, you're so nice! I saw a 3rd product just chilling in this bag and I was like, what's happening? There is a card here that's in a bag that says, sorry we're late, XOXO Colourpop. And inside here, it looks like I have a little lippy. So the 2 products that I have purchased from Colourpop were the No Filter Concealer, which was brand new to the line. They didn't even do concealer before, which most of you may know. And the new Colourpop Pressed Face Powder. What is this, a highlighter bronzer? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So we're going to start with the No Filter Concealer. This has some pretty lofty claims, so you know I'm really excited to try, this little baby against, that's right, this is a battle against my tried and true Tarte Shape Tape. I think everyone knows this is a coveted item. It's amazing. I'm sure the color matching is going to be completely off because I was trying to match my Colourpop No Filter Concealer just based off what I could see online. But if you did not know this, I have it on my Instagram. If you don't follow me there, you should go follow me there. But it has just been announced that Colourpop is going to be going to Sephora this holiday season, so I am so excited. Going right now on the Colourpop website, literally everything is out of stock right now. You see those black bars? Out of stock. Everything's out of stock right now, which is why I'm sure everything was delayed, because I bought this the day it all came out. I mean, they're $6 concealers calling themselves No Filter Concealer. I want to try it. I'm going to tell you what they're saying online about the Light Neutral 15, which is what I have. They're saying our lightweight creamy concealer was formulated with soft blurring pigments to give you a crease-proof matte finish, no filter needed. Say what? And it's $6. So you know we're gonna compare it today. We're gonna do it. So let's jump in. Clearly I have a bare face. I only have on a face primer, and I do have a few blemishes, as you can see. So I'm thinking on my left eye over here, I'm going to be using it for my under eye, and I'm going to do it on a blemish I have up here, and I'm going to go ahead and go full out and do it down the blemish that I have right above my lip here. And I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape to compare against the dark circles, blending, creasing, the whole 9 yards. Let's see what we got going. Just so we know ahead of time what we're dealing with color-wise, I'm going to just do some swatches for you. So this is the Colourpop Light Neutral shade, and this is the Tarte Shape Tape. Already, I can tell a few different things. So it's still drying, it's still wet, so it may dry down a little differently, but definitely the Colourpop shade is a bit more pinky and cool toned. That's definitely, but it's still very pigmented, as you can see. Now, the Tarte Shape Tape that I use all the time is warmer, and it has more of that yellow undertone to it. So it's not going to be a perfect match by any means, so I am gonna have to use the rest of my makeup to kind of blend everything out. But I'm really checking like that whole no filter claim where it's gonna be crease proof, it's gonna dry down matte, that whole thing. So even though the shades are going to be different because, you know, couldn't match them in person, this is gonna be a great test for seeing how it wears. So left eye, and this is a little doe foot applicator here. This looks pretty good so far. It's actually flat. So if you can notice here, it's more of a flat doe foot applicator on the sides here. It like rounds, and then it has a flat side on each edge, which that's interesting. Pretty pigmented, looking pretty good so far. I'm gonna come down here. I'm a Dalmatian. And I'm gonna come over here with my Tarte Shape Tape and go under the eye. Again, we know the color's gonna be different. This one's gonna be warmer, but we're looking to see if the consistency is similar. I'm just gonna blend this out with my Real Technique sponge. I'm gonna come up on my lid too because my lid does get a little veiny looking. And I do this with my Tarte Shape Tape as well. I like the thickness of this so far. Doing pretty good. I definitely think this shade is going to be better for me in the winter time, unfortunately, but you know, we're going to make it work. We got bronzer, don't worry. Now I'm going to come over here to this eye, which is my Tarte Shape Tape. So far, I'd say these are pretty comparable. I'm going to bring you uncomfortably closer, just so you can see better what's going on under my eye. Okay, I have no smoothing filters on. There's nothing cool cinematic-wise going on my camera, so you can kind of see if there's any like bleed through of the spots or anything like that. The blemish is pretty well covered. The under of the eyes look pretty good on each side. Again, Tarte Shape Tape. This side is the new Colourpop. Blemish above my lip. Looks pretty good. Pretty covered. Now I think it's fair to tell you guys, I've not watched any reviews for any of these products for Colourpop. I don't know what anyone is saying about this. This could be really raved about. This could be hated. I'm going in completely blind, not being swayed either way of what people are saying. So you're just gonna get my honest opinion. So if it's different from anything else you're seeing online, then you know I'm real. I do have like creases under my eyes naturally. It's just how my eyes are. I've got big eyes. It's bound to happen. But so far, I'm pretty impressed with this. So now what I'm going to be doing is applying the rest of my makeup along with some powder and letting you guys see how this all looks once everything else is applied. Guys, I only have on now my foundation, a powder, and some brows. So I'm looking a little wicked right now, obviously. But I'm really getting impressed so far with the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and I'm going to bring you in closer. This in my makeup routine is when I would start seeing if something's kind of working or not as far as a concealer goes. Creasing so far is exactly as it says. It's not creasing, it's doing really well. Really comparing to the Tarte Shape Tape. And I was starting to run low on this baby. And I was like, okay, gonna have to buy a new one soon. I don't want to be preemptive, but I may not have to. I may have a $6 little fix right here. So again, I'm going to finish my makeup and come back so you guys can see how everything wore down and let you know how it does. But so far, I am impressed. Okay guys, so I have on almost all of my makeup, but we still have one more to compare. I also bought this Colourpop Pressed Powder Face Highlighter Bronzer. It's kind of what it says on both. So I don't even remember what I bought, so I'm intrigued to figure out what this is. It says Afternoon Delight. So I thought I was buying a bronzer, but maybe it has some shimmer in it. So this is the product here, and I'm pretty sure it's just a bronzer, so I'm not sure why it's saying highlighter. So I'm gonna do what I always do and go on their website. Okay, yes. So Afternoon Delight Pressed Powder Bronzer. Add warmth and dimension with our buttery soft, super blendable powder bronzer. Hold your baby tight. This medium gold brown is so right. That's what it says, and it's $8 on their website. So I'm a little confused why it says highlighter on the box as well, because for a second I was like, wait, did I buy like a duo halvesy here? No, this is just the bronzer. So the packaging is a little confusing because even on the back here it says highlighter bronzer as in like two separate pieces. So maybe they're just reusing the packaging for both. I'm not really positive. So, okay, so what I'm gonna be comparing this to is my butter bronzer, which I've talked about before on my channel. You guys know I love it. Whew. Kind of pop it into this, and it's very powdery. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just not used to it. So to stick with the Colourpop side, I'm going to do the Colourpop bronzer over here. Ooh. I may have gotten it too dark of a tone. We're going to see if this blends, because again, all we can go off is swatches when we're ordering online, but it's $8, so, you know, go try it. Oh, it's just too much. All right, tap it off. I don't have this problem with my butter bronzer, so I was a little surprised by that. My bad. Okay, all right. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so I like this, but it still has, it's much deeper and warmer than I thought, and it still has a lot of kick up in here, so keep that in mind. Now I'm gonna come over to my tried and true butter bronzer. That's more of a buildable product. It doesn't like go bam right there, so taking a different brush. Yeah, I'm definitely not used to that kind of pickup because, like, just doesn't really happen. There's a little bit, but not a lot. And I know I can just, like, put it on and build it. So you may have to go into this product a few more times to kind of, like, match and blend, but I don't mind that because I feel like I have control. I'm not a control freak at all. We're matching a little bit more. This one is definitely darker than I was anticipating. I don't dislike it. I'm just a little like, oh, pivot, change of plans. Let's get a little warmer here. So this side is the tried and true side, and this is the new Colourpop side. Not mad at it, not mad at it. So now I'm gonna zoom in for you so you can see if there's any creasing from the concealers, kind of see how they wear right after makeup has been applied. When I was applying my makeup, I did see one small crease over here on the Colourpop side. So I was like, well, maybe it was me. So I took my beauty blender with some powder on the end of it and did both sides a little bit more thorough. I'll let you guys be the judge right now. So this is the Colourpop side. Tarte Shape Tape. Also, looking at the bronzers now on each side. So this is my tried and true Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And this side is the new Colourpop bronzer. Okay guys, so far, I'm not mad at these. Some of it was a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. The concealer went on really well. It is a lighter shade than I thought it was going to be. But the formula is really thick and consistent. And I only saw just a little bit of creasing in there. That could have been me, could have been user error. I always take it upon myself first to be like, what could I have done differently? But so far, I'm not mad at this. It's covered up some blemishes, and I usually get those really big cystic ones. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test this for a while for you guys and do a check-in or two and let you know how this is wearing, all of it, the bronzer and the concealer. Because the bronzer totally threw me for a loop, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to be so dark or as powdery as it was, so it had a lot of pickup to it. It's easy to overdo that. So I kind of want to see in daylight how this does. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna move you guys over to some direct sunlight and you can kind of see as a first check-in in just a little bit how this is wearing. Be right back. Okay guys, there is definite creasing. All I've done is have lunch. That's literally the only thing I've been doing. So I really don't understand why there's so much creasing. I mean, it's not like the worst creasing I've ever seen, but it's like right there. This side has a little bit too. This side doesn't feel tacky. Let's see this side. Oh, this feels totally tacky. Man, I was really thinking this was gonna be awesome sauce. I cannot believe there's already so much creasing an hour and a half in, especially on something that says no crease on it. I definitely set it the same way I always do. What's happening? I don't even know. I have plans later today. I'm actually going out with a group of friends to like a little music and food festival. So, I don't even know. I'm gonna have to powder before I leave and I didn't want to touch it, but I'm actually going places today. What's happening? This is what it looks like in natural light, guys. I like both bronzers. I think they look great. I am just shocked that there's creasing on the No Crease Concealer. I'll do a check-in with you guys before I leave this afternoon / this evening for that festival and let you know how it's doing and if I need to powder. Hey guys, it's about a couple hours later from the last time we did check-in, so maybe about 4 or 5 hours from when I started filming. I just kind of wanted to do a little check-in really quick because I'm noticing, gonna get close and personal here, that, again, I'm in natural light so you can kind of see better, but my zit is coming through, so it's like the concealer isn't holding its weight right now. I don't know, I may do a touch-up. I didn't want to do any touch-ups till the end of the day, but I am going out. I don't know, look at these. So let's look over here now. Bronzers are holding up well, looking pretty similar. That's not bothering me at all, but this is, I'm gonna be honest with you, the Colourpop side under here is stickier than the Tarte Shape Tape, and I powdered them the exact same. So I'm not really sure why this right here is so sticky and tacky and this side is not. Now I have really big eyes, so I've always had some creasing just because I'm very expressive, if you've noticed. But, ooh, getting my hopes down a little bit. I am in the process right now of cleaning up my beauty room. It has gotten a little crazy this summer. So all I've been doing is cleaning and doing a few household things. I've not been doing anything crazy for the makeup to be a little rough in some spots. Mostly here. So I don't know yet how I feel about this, but before I leave today, maybe in another hour or so, I'll do a check-in before I go to the big event that I'm going to with my friends and let you know if I just need to do some touch-ups, because I don't want a big zit right here tonight. I just don't. Okay guys, it is about 6.5 hours later. I am back in my beauty room back here. Adam is out of town this weekend for work, so I'm gonna go out with some friends and just go to a music festival, get some food, so much fun. But I think I might need a couple of touch-ups, and I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see what I'm talking about. I really still think the bronzer did well. I do think because this one is so pigmented right off the bat, again, this is the Colourpop side, I feel like I need to do just a bit more because I feel like this has a strong definition all the way down. And I feel like this kind of stops early on, and that could have been how I applied it originally, not expecting this one to be such a heavy pigment and so dark originally. So I'm going to do a little bit more down here, and now I'm going to zoom you in on this little zit here and then for under my eyes. It's not terrible, the creasing under my eyes, but it's definitely there, and I really do notice it more with the Colourpop side, which is the side that says it's not going to crease. It's kind of crazy. But what I think I'm going to try to do, instead of just totally like doing a full touch-up, is use a little pressed powder from CoverGirl that I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to be getting my Butter Bronzer. And I'm going to be just getting the brush here and just kind of doing a little bit more because I didn't, like I said, this is a very buildable product and I love this product. No shade on this product at all. But because you can build this, it gives you options. Whereas I'm going to say so far in my tests, the Colourpop is just so pigmented, at least the shade I got in Afternoon Delight. Like, you have no choice but to have a definite, like, contour on your face. So I'm just going to balance it out a little bit. So I think this was more on me than it is on the bronzer here. So I'm just going to do a little touch up here under the eyes and on this blemish. I think before we all go out, we all do like little like additions to our makeup, don't we? Where we're just like, oh, I need more highlight. I need more bronzer. I need more contour. We all do that, right? I'm not alone. All right, guys, so I'm going to check in with you at the end of the night and let you know how things did, especially now that I've powdered a few things down, and let you know how I believe all of this went today. Hey guys, it is like 10:43 at night. I just got home. So let's get into this and see how we did for the day, shall we? Sure, officially, you can't say there's not any creasing over here because there's definitely still creasing, but I mean the same over here with the Tarte Shape Tape. The powder helped with that zit for sure. This sit up here is still pretty well covered, but you can still kind of see it. No big deal though. I mean, it's a growing acne. This side over here is still the Colourpop bronzer. This other side over here is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I think these two did really well as far as the bronzers go. I think I want to play with it a little bit more, but super duper comparable. Pretty excited about that. Good morning, guys. It is the next day, and the more I was thinking about the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, the more I'm like, I want to try it one more time really quickly, but my full face. We know that in comparison to the Tarte Shape Tape, they pretty much performed the exact same. There was still some little creasing, but it gave great coverage. It was a very good thick formula. This morning I thought I would just do a quick little face makeup with you guys just using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, so you guys can kind of see how I fully apply it. Okay guys, I will tell you what, that concealer I used on my little blemish there, and I got some on my top lip. Nothing was taking that off my top lip. It was just like staying put. So I mean, there's that to be said for that concealer. I'm now going to be jumping in with the Colourpop bronzer, and I'm just going to be putting that on. Again, both sides. Now again, this does have more kickback than I had anticipated, so I just dab this in. And as much as I think it's so wasteful to do this, you kind of have to, or you get too much product on your face. You could use a more narrow brush too. Guess that's something you could do. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see underneath my eyes. So you guys can see here, it looks fine. The blemish is covered well, both of them are. I think this is really a good product, especially for $6. And then I'm over here looking at the bronzer. I think it does really well. I think if you want to keep blending and blending and blending, you can. After my test yesterday, I really wanted to kind of dive back into these products and kind of see how I felt about them. Again, not comparing them to some tried and true products, but let them be standalones. And I think I really do like these. I'm going to keep playing with them. I like the concealer kind of more than I thought I would. I was a little disappointed that I do still have creasing, but I think it's just because I have lines under my eyes and I have a very expressive face, as most of you comment on all the time, so you guys know that. The bronzer has a lot more kickback than I was anticipating, and it was a much deeper tone than what I could tell online, but that's the tricky part of ordering online. Same with the concealer being a little bit lighter. Guys, I hope this 2-day trial has helped you guys kind of give you an idea of how it compares to some of my favorites and then how it does standing alone. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you are new to my channel, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun videos to come. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.